Bitcoin Association meetup. We have a full program. So first, Ivo is going to talk something a little bit about SIX and the F10 accelerator that we are here now. And afterwards, Douglas is going to tell something a little bit about his startup. He's actually one of the 14 startups that work here on this ground floor. And then afterwards, Mir is going to tell us a little bit about BHB Network, and Giacomo is going to tell us about an ICO. And last but not least, we're going to have Peter Todd, who we're very pleased to have here. He will give you Q&A. So any question you've always had about Bitcoins, feel free to ask. Cool. So to Ivo, wherever he is. There you go.
First time with the microphone up here. So first of all, who is here for the first time? Raise your hand. There you go. This is why we're still doing a short introduction about what do we actually do here. Who of you has heard from F10 earlier? Perfect, at least some. So in the location here, actually F10 stands for Förrlibuchstraße 10. So it's not really innovative, but just at one point we just needed a name. In here we still have two things. One side is actually we still run the innovation at SIX Lab. So it's still owned 100% by SIX. But also at the same time we have a startup program, and there we have an association called F10 Incubator and Accelerator. So let's say we have an internal team which is focusing also on new technology and checking for SIX about what could potentially disrupt our business as well, and how can we improve our current business. For that, and of course with that audience, I also have to pitch for the SIX Hackathon. I know that some of you actually participated there, and I hope we'll also do it at Schiffbau in March next year. So if you're interested to meet likely-minded people, to develop something cool within a certain amount of time, please come and apply for it, because we want to have the smartest people in there. And also after that, if you come up with something cool, we'll also be happy to actually further support you, where we close the gap actually through the F10 Incubator and Accelerator program. So what is F10? It's actually a non-profit organization. Untypically actually for these big corporates, no, we don't do it for profit. Non-profit. At the end of the year, we just want to have a black zero. So for us, it's actually, we want to grow a real ecosystem around fintech, regtech, insurtech. This is where we are good at. This is where we also can support you with expertise, insights, and on and on. For that, we run twice a year a program with up to 15 startups. The corporates behind this is, of course, the main sponsor is actually SIX, but we also have PwC, Julius Baer, Generali, and Basler as platinum members. This means they're actually actively working with you during the program and helping you wherever they can. They do not get anything or equity for that, no, not at all. At the end, actually, you can get up to 15,000 Swiss francs, also no equity on the other side, but what you have to do is actually you have to pass the milestones, and you have to pass the program. If you don't reach the milestones, and I know, Shift devices, you will soon have the milestones in front of you, so if you don't get it, you'll drop out. This is just kind of fair deal. We also started with 15, and actually what happens, one startup already dropped out in first few weeks actually. First week it was. So, and I think this is second day, yes. It's even though you commit to it or you don't, but this is part of the game. So we have different startups. They, Shift Devices of course can tell you more about their peers as well. I will not take too long about giving you an introduction of all the startups, but I think it's a perfect handover to Shift Devices actually as one of the startups in the program, and they can also maybe already tell you a bit about what they're doing and what they're getting from F10.
Thank you, Ivo, for letting us host this, letting us, as a company, bring a bit of Bitcoin into the fintech world. And hopefully we don't get kicked out. The program lasts 6 months, so I hope we can invite you all here again for another meetup. That'd be great. I won't say too much about our company. I don't want to make it a marketing pitch, except that we do make hardware wallets, security for Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and so on. If you're interested in talking about that, I'm happy to talk about it later. Maybe the most important thing I'll say is if you have to go to the bathroom, the men's is here, and the women's is on the opposite side over there. And also, yeah, if you're interested in hearing about what life is like at F10 and Accelerator, I'm also happy to talk to you. And I don't want to take up too much of your time and get you to the people you're here to watch. Thank you.
Wow. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for the kind invitation. I'm going to steal you only 10 minutes and I'm going to talk about what is BHB Network and what are our main activities. So, first of all, let me present. I'm Mir. When I was a kid, I always dreamt to be a singer or a hacker. My crazy life made both in some way possible. So right now I'm a tech enthusiast at BHB Network and I work with all my colleagues since only 1 year. And my role is very interesting because I connect, I share knowledge, I select the best startups and the best projects around. So, what is the BHB Network? First of all, BHB Network is a place, is a lab in Milan. And we started around 2015 from an idea of Giacomo Zucco and also the collaboration of Lawrence Nahum and Riccardo Casata. They started very, very small. There were only 3 guys in Milan. And we grew a lot in the time. So, the basic idea behind everything, behind this research center or also an incubator is an intuition by Giacomo Zucco, who saw a huge asymmetry between incumbents and experts, the real Bitcoin experts. The incumbents have the resources and they have the structure, but most of the time they don't have any knowledge about Bitcoin. We can say they have almost negative knowledge. They think that blockchain is something that could make their job faster, cheaper, encrypted, or whatever. You can think about all the hype that is around. On the other hand, we have the expert. The expert have the real knowledge. They know everything, but we are talking about, I would say, 50 guys scattered all around the world. Everyone is working on their own project. They don't have resources, they don't have structure, and they want to remain that way. It's very difficult to monetize because their mindset is I would say, hacker mindset. It's not the mindset of a startupper, it's not an academic mindset. They prefer that their projects stay ideologically driven, open source, open standard, whatever. Except if they run an exchange or they are doing some hardware stuff, it's very difficult to find a business model. They are doing some consultancy, but most of the time this is not they want to do. They want to work on their project, and most of the time they're underpaid for that. So, here we are. BHB Network is like an arbitrage box where we can take the resources from the incumbents, and then we use the resources for creating a lab where all the experts can stay together, working on their own project, and share knowledge. Altogether, we force them to share the knowledge between peers because we try to invite all the best experts, and we have incubated startups that are all year round. And also we provide them all the trivial stuff, commodities, financial stuff, food, fun. Also, we try to make a lot of startup invested, so we are doing all the things they don't want to do. What we do, what we ask in return, we only ask them knowledge and to share knowledge. And this is super easy because it's everything they do normally. We use the knowledge, the right knowledge, the direct knowledge, and we package it, and then we structure it, and then we deliver it to the clients once again. So all the magic happen in this way. Those are our main clients. I would say that those are Italian and Swiss clients. Our main partners are Intesa Sanpaolo and Azimut. They are paid for almost all the activity, but we are starting to structure other projects with other clients. Those are a selection of our resident experts. A resident expert stays with us all year round. Those are the Italian startups like in Bitcoin, Oracleize, Eternity Wall, but also we still have a collaboration with Lawrence Naum, who is now part of Blockstream team and CEO of Green Address. And those are some selection of the visiting experts. Sometimes they come only once, sometimes twice, sometimes almost all year round, just like Peter Todd, because we are working together in some projects. They know they have a home just in the center of Europe, and they are happy to come back. They participate in our projects, in our meetup, and they know they find other peers at Blockchain Lab. Oh, sorry, I said Blockchain Lab because that was our previous name. Right now we are BHB Network. This is our team. We are divided in 3 parts. The management team, we are trying to do all the organizational stuff for the expert, and the intelligence team that structure all the knowledge to sell it to the clients, and the development team, they take the open source code and structure it for prototypes and proof of concept for our clients. As I was saying, we are now called BHB Network because we started as a little lab in Milan, but right now things are changing. We have our headquarters here in Switzerland, in Lugano, and Lugano is managing all the brand, and we are about to announce other 2 centers in Montreal and in Johannesburg. Those are pre-existent centers, so they are going to take our brand, but we don't ask for revenue or nothing. They are going to take everything. They can decide the strategy. They only have to agree with our values and to be part of the network. We are trying to structure it in a global way. So right now we are searching for other centers. For example, in Asia, like Hong Kong, there is an hypothesis, or in Buenos Aires, or why not in Zurich in the future. And I would say also that we have a development center in Sofia, Bulgaria, and that started only 2 months ago. So we are growing as a network. A brief selection of our main activities. As I said before, we organized the Milan monthly meetup. Right now we hosted the 44th meetup. There are a lot of people that come, and right now we have to scale because we are a little bit crowded, but it's very interesting because it's very technical meetup. We have all these experts. We are very lucky to have this kind of expertise shared among the Milanese community, not only in the lab but for all the community also. We hosted panel, and we are going to do other meetup very soon, one-on-one, because people are asking us to do a basic level to understand better what is going to do in the main meetups. We hosted, organized, and sponsored the Scaling Bitcoin 3 in October. We really pushed to make it happen, And also we sponsored another conference, the Sun Conference, and we are going to sponsor another conference, the Core Devs in San Francisco, because this is part of our the core of our company to sponsor and to help even outside the lab. This is something that we are really, really proud of and really testimonies our main goals. We hosted the Hackathon Days of Lightning. We have the occasion to have all the best experts that are working on the Lightning protocol in our lab. And for the first time, they were together people from Blockstream, people from Amico Pay, from Async, you name it. And all together, those are competing companies. For the first time together, they try to reach the interoperability standard between the projects. We are very proud to host that. We make it in some way possible. We deliver pizza. We do everything that was possible to do it in a nice way, and they call it the Milan Protocol. Oh, this is very interesting too. Open timestamps. We are very happy to do something like that because we hosted an historic moment the other day because Peter Todd, for the first time, sticking to an organization and happened in our lab. So basically, what happened 1 year ago? Peter Todd had a fantastic project, Open Timestamps, but if it wasn't for a guy called Riccardo Casata, also our help, probably now we weren't talking about it because Riccardo Casata was working at that time at a very similar project, but one of the things that we really try to do is to take the expert and trying to make the things together, not trying to let everybody create their own standard, but try to encourage to work on the same standard and put all the strength efforts together. So, Open Timestamps team began to work last year, and right now it's an open standard that's working very well, but I think Peter will talk about it a little bit later. Oh, this is the main and most important project that we have at BHB Network, CamCoinBot. I don't know why are you laughing, because it's very important. I'm the co-founder, and basically it's a very funny, project. You push the button and you create a new scam coin, and a tweet account will publish it. I decided to show it because I think that's the kind of atmosphere we have at the lab. We work 24 hours, 4 days, 7 days a week, but there is always a very nice atmosphere. We have fun, we are happy to work together. And CamCoinBot is only one manifestation of this kind of things that we are doing together. As you can see, there is Christian Decker that I think most of all know well, but all the other guys, Lalu from Lightning Labs, and a lot of guys. Yes, that was the end. Thank you for listening to me, and if you have any questions, I'm around, and thank you again.